at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
I'm Brandy Bruley, Superintendent of Taylorville Schools. At Taylorville Schools, we prepare every student for success. We're making great progress on our new Fine Arts Center with the approval of the exterior design. Exciting things are ahead for our students and community. Learn more at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM. Good morning, Central Illinois, and welcome to the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. The show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and it's time now for the bi-weekly Chamber Chat. And I've got two guests here with me in studio to do said chat. I'll introduce each of them one at a time for you. On my right, Operations Coordinator for the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce, April Wolfe. April, welcome back.
Good morning.
Yes, it's good to see you. And then on my left, we've got the member guest, the Executive Director of the Christian County Coal Mine Museum. You know who I'm talking about, Chuck Martin. Chuck, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for the opportunity, Reed.
Yes, no, it is great to have you on. I feel like the last time I saw you was probably when I ran into you at the basketball game, was it?
I'm always at a basketball game somewhere, Probably, yeah, it's probably true.
Yeah, so no, it caught me by surprise. Clearly, it should not have, but no, that's what happened. Chuck, we'll hear a lot more from you a little bit later in the show. I want to start first with April with the Chamber of Commerce. Got a lot of fun events coming up on the horizon. We got some anniversaries and other events coming up. Fill us in.
So First National Bank in Taylorville celebrated their 70th anniversary this year, and Bob Ridings has just posted that they celebrated their 51st anniversary. They had a big to-do last year. Just wanted to give a shout out to them. And then Sydney Lynn's little bookstore and vinyl is having their 5th year anniversary bash on August 1st. So that is going to be a big deal. Doug's really gone above and beyond for that. There's going to be live entertainment outside of his store, all sorts of sales. I'm sure we're going to be able to see Maxwell, the shop cat there. So that's going to be a good time. So we're super proud for all of those members, and definitely wanted to give them a shout out.
It's got to be exciting for everyone involved to have like all of these anniversaries kind of like right around the same time in terms of like, you know, the 5-year cutoffs.
And I believe Anderson's is right at this time too.
Okay. Yeah. So no, that's exciting. And it's got to feel like a great opportunity for you folks at the chamber, you know, to get to like highlight all of these at once and, you know, kind of get yourselves behind it.
We love the milestones. A lot of times people think when you join the chamber, you do a ribbon cutting and then that's it. But no, we want to celebrate the milestones right along with you.
Yeah, so. No, that's great that you folks do that. And I'm sure the businesses get a lot out of it as well. So book bash, all of that. Coming up, I know you folks are really thinking about Chili Fest.
Chili Fest
as we get closer and closer to it. Sounds like the pageant registration is starting up. Tell our listeners about that.
Yes, the pageant registration for the Chili Pepper pageants will open at 9 a.m. on August 1st. So August 1st is going to be a busy day. So definitely mark your calendars for that. 9 a.m. things go live, and boy, do those spots go fast. It's kind of crazy at the office for that first hour or so.
Yeah. So like, you know, when those registrations come in, is there something that like you have to do with each one as it comes in, or?
Well, we just have to make sure that, you know, everything is going through. And then if we run out of spots, then we actually have to go back and look at the timestamp registrations down to the second sometimes to find the proper cutoff. So there's a little bit of tech stuff in the background. But yeah, we've got it down to a science now. So it's pretty accurate and pretty right on.
Do you find that the registrations are like, you know, flowing in like, you know,
oh my goodness. From the time that I hit live and that link goes live, it's just, I mean, it looks like the Matrix. The screen is just going like, crazy.
It's kind of like when ticket sales, you know, a big concert or sporting event drop, and then people are getting right in there. So hopefully the website can handle the traffic okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like you folks have it under control. So Pepper pageant registration coming up, and then anything else you want to share about Chili Fest and anything new with that?
Chili Fest is on the square this year, so it will be on the square. We've gotten a lot of questions about that. It is always the first weekend in October, so this year it is October 3rd and 4th on the Taylorville Square. We have a lot of things coming up. You guys can follow our Facebook, go to our website at TaylorvilleChamber.com, and we have a Chili Fest page there. I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors who are listed out on Facebook, out on the Taylorville Chili Fest page, and on our website. And we'll be adding those as those sponsorships come in. Sponsorships are available. And again, that can be found on our website and on Facebook. So yeah, we're looking forward to Chili Fest this year, just like we do every year. It's such a great event for Taylorville. It brings so many visitors in, helps our businesses, and that is what we're all about.
Yeah, and it's a great event, and I'm looking forward to it this year as well. Business after hours, I know, is something else that you folks are really busy at. You had one yesterday, another one coming up later. Talk to us about all of that.
So yesterday we had our July Business After Hours out at the YMCA, and it was co-hosted by the YMCA in Ameren. So the YMCA is a great community organization. They do so much for the community, and it's wonderful to see all of our community and our members come out to support them. And then the Y also gives back to other communities. You know, they have their food drive that benefits the food pantry. They try to do different memberships for families in need so that everybody has access to the Y. It's just a great organization. And then we heard from Ameren on their Energize Taylorville initiative, which is both for businesses and residential. And they are doing really great things to help people to upgrade their energy efficiency, just products, and help our bills go down, and they have this money out here waiting for people. So definitely keep an eye on our Facebook page and our website, and we will be putting more information out there for that.
All right. And then, looking forward to that. And I was just going to mention that, we have Bruce Blanchin or his staff on pretty much monthly here on the show. So
they're wonderful.
They are great. And it's great to talk to them as well. So in terms of the networking there, how did it work with this particular one? Are folks like walking on the treadmill while they're talking?
No. So in there, we had a nice spread of food and beverages, and people just kind of came in, ate, talked with each other and networked, and then we went on a tour so that we were able to see all of the different upgrades. And Bruce was actually able to talk about how Ameren was able to help the Y to upgrade, their energy segments and how much that saved them. And so that was a really nice thing to be able to see that live in action and how much it really helped, the Y through those programs as well.
That's fantastic. I'd love to see that at some point as well. And then you've got another business after hours coming up. Talk about that.
Yep, that will be in August at the Lake Lawn Inn in Taylorville. And Jared Cox, the owner of Lake Lawn Inn, has been in here as a guest. They just revealed their space room, and they also held an online poll to find out what their next theme suite is going to be. So they have figured that out. They've made the decision. It is underway, but we're keeping that under wraps until they do the big reveal. So we're excited to be able to go out and see all of those really neat themed rooms at Lake Lawn Inn.
Yeah, I remember they were working on those last couple rooms, and it sounds like they are out, and that is really cool to hear about that. We've got the Christian County Fair coming up this coming week. And sounds like you folks will be busy there. Talk about that.
Yeah, so our member business, Specialized Hearing Solutions, wants to invite all the senior citizens to join them, Stonington Fertilizer and Golden Harvest Christian County Seed Bayer, for the senior luncheon at Christian County Ag Fair on Wednesday, July 22nd at the Christian County Fairgrounds. Bingo with prizes starts at 11, followed by a free chicken dinner at noon. It's always a joyful and meaningful day. This is Specialized Hearing Solutions' third year as a sponsor, but Crystal has been volunteering and serving meals for several years, and it holds a special place in her heart. Our seniors have spent a lifetime giving, raising families, building businesses, volunteering, and helping shape the strong communities we enjoy today. She loves giving back and believes this is a small way to say thank you and show them how much they matter. So Specialized Hearing Solutions is located in Taylorville and Shelbyville. It's a locally owned hearing healthcare provider dedicated to helping people reconnect to the sound of life, owned by Crystal Baker. And the practice offers personalized hearing care with a focus on compassion, education, and long-term support. So we are grateful for Crystal stepping in and providing that to the seniors. And we hope a lot of people will go and show up there.
No, that's great to hear about that. And I think it's a logical connection as well. So That's the senior citizens dinner. Of course, they cut the ribbon Tuesday at 10. I would imagine you folks are going to be there.
I will be there. Yep. Tuesday at 10. With the big scissors to cut the ribbon, start the fair. We always look forward to the fair. Mark and I plan on being out there quite a bit more than this year than we have in the past. So that's exciting for us. And then, the chamber will be out there supporting everything that's going on.
All right. Well, we at the Heart Media Group will probably see you there then at the Christian County Fair. That's April Wolfe, Operations Coordinator for the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. Let's take a break, and then we're going to hear more from our member guest, Chuck Martin, Executive Director of the Christian County Coal Mine Museum. That's coming up here on the WTIM Morning Show on your information station.
Your information station. WTIM.
Got driveway problems? Is grass creeping into your rocks and rocks ending up in your grass? Tired of fighting it year-round? Call Cousin Bill. We stop loose rocks for good, so your driveway stays neat, clean, and low maintenance. No more mess, no more hassle, just results that last. Call 217-788-7777 for your free estimate today, or visit
ilepaving.com.
Spring just has a way of putting a little more energy into everything. Brighter days, warmer air, and more reasons to get out and enjoy it. Your home should keep up with that. At Hickory Point Garden Homes, you'll have your own one-story duplex with bright open spaces, a private patio, and neighborhood walking paths just outside your door for that perfect stroll in the spring sunshine. You can spend less time managing your home and more time enjoying the warm spring days ahead. See what that feels like at Hickory Point Garden Homes in Forsyth, Illinois, and step into comfortable living for $55 and better.
Looking for comfortable, affordable senior living in Taylorville? Rolling Meadows Senior Living now has an accessible unit available, designed for adults 62 and older. Rolling Meadows offers a smoke-free community with controlled access and 24-hour maintenance. Enjoy spacious kitchens with full-size appliances, convenient on-site laundry, and Wi-Fi in common areas. Call 217-287-2450 today to schedule your appointment. Rolling Meadows Senior Living is sponsored by Lutheran Social Services of Illinois and funded in part by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and the Federal Home Loan Bank of Chicago. Rolling Meadows is an equal opportunity provider.
Don't let summer weather get in the way of your summer fun. Here's Dr. Pavi Gill with Springfield Clinic, Taylorville.
Once the weather warms up, it's more important than ever to practice sun safety. The providers at Springfield Clinic, Taylorville recommend that if you're out in the sun, you drink water throughout the day and wear sunscreen, hats, and UPF clothing.
But if you need care, whether for a routine checkup or a vacation bug this summer, call Springfield Clinic Taylorville at 217-287-8855 to schedule an appointment.
Double your impact with sight and sound. Reach customers through our 6 regional radio stations, plus capture their attention with our 36 by 72-inch digital billboard right on Route 29 in Taylorville. That's nearly 11,000 drivers seeing your message every single day, while they're already listening to your radio ads. Ready to maximize your reach? Call your regional radio account manager today and put your business in front of eyes and ears across Central Illinois. Regional radio is where your message gets noticed. At People's Bank and Trust, they help their consumer and business customers spend their time living their life, not explaining it. At People's Bank and Trust, they put people first. Find out how they can help you by clicking their banner ad at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Hi, this is Jeff Robinson from Advanced Title. Whether selling your home on your own or through your local realtor, please give us a call at 824-8007 for all your title work needs.
WTIM. We're back on the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. The show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. I'm your host, Reed Kamai. We're in the midst of the biweekly chamber chat with the folks at the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. Their operations coordinator, April Wolfe, spoke in the first part of the show. Now we're going to focus on our member guest, Chuck Martin, the executive director of the Christian County Coal Mine Museum. A lot of new things going on over there. First, Chuck, I know you've spoken about it before with us, with me specifically as well. Just give a little bit of an overview of the Coal Mine Museum.
Sure, Reed. Thank you. The museum was founded in 2003 by Will Stone, who's a longtime coal miner, worked at Peabody Mine Number 10. He passed away in 2015. I assumed responsibility for the museum at that time. So I've been responsible now for almost 11 years plus, and we didn't have a permanent home until 5 years ago when a lady named Pat Klingler, her maiden name was Banco, purchased a building for us at 1324 East Park Street. And now we have a permanent spot, and we've really done a great job, I think, of turning it into a showcase, emphasizing the history and the importance of coal mining to this area, especially Christian County and the surrounding towns.
Yeah, and it's such an important part of the history here, and I think it's great that you folks have that right here in Christian County.
Thank you.
So I'm glad you got to talk about that. I want to get into some of the new things going on. First off, an expansion. Tell our listeners about that.
Yeah, that's great news, and it's big news, and a lot of people don't know about it yet. But the Coal Mine Museum in Moweaqua has been in operation for 40 years, and Mary Beth Sarver, who is the owner-operator of that museum, has decided to close that museum, has asked us to take all of the things that she will no longer have on display and incorporate it into our museum here. So we've remodeled our existing building, done a lot of work thanks to Gary Garrison, Terry White, Mike Mayer, Brian Hawkins, myself. We've worked really hard to make room, and she's closing the end of August. So the first week of September, we're going to be on a crusade to go to Moweaqua and get all the things that she wants us to display here and make it work. And it's going to be good. It's going to fit in real nicely. Her museum was somewhat small compared to ours, so we have the room.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask because taking everything from two museums, trying to fit it into the space of one, might be tricky, but it sounds like you folks have it under control. So,
Yes.
So I'm happy for you folks with that. Yeah, you've got the expansion. Sounds like a golf outing is coming up as well. Let's talk about that.
Well, it's our 10th annual golf outing, so that's a milestone for us. It's also one of our chief fundraisers. Historically, we've had between 50 and 60 golfers. We're hoping to expand that number this year. $85 a person. It's the second Saturday in September each year at Lakeshore Golf Course. So it's September 12th this year. And whole sponsors are available for only $50. And we rely on the community, of course, to keep our lights on, the doors open. My fixed costs for the museum are $9,000 a year. And so far, it's been okay, all things considered. And we're expecting a good crowd, good turnout. We'd like some more golfers, of course, as always.
Yeah. So how can folks register either to golf or sponsor?
Yeah, they need to call 217-526-4408, and we'll take it from there.
All right.
Yeah, we've been really good with respect to keeping our costs down. And I'm just hoping that we'll have a good turnout. And the weather's been great every year. It's wonderful.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that's turned out well for you before, and really hoping for the same thing there. And you mentioned the whole sponsors are still available. I don't golf, so it took me a moment to realize you meant HOLE and not WHOLE. But no, that's great. Best wishes for you folks with that golf outing. A rummage sale sounds like is also on the horizon.
Last year, yeah, you know what's funny? We're trying different things, and last year we decided to have a rummage sale, and it went over pretty well despite the wet rain that particular weekend. But we're planning another one for early October. We're not quite sure the dates because we want to get the Moweaqua transition from their museum to ours finished before we undertake the rummage sale. But if anybody out there is listening that have items that you no longer want that are usable and somebody else might pay for them to help us keep our expenses down, bring it to the museum at 1324 East Park anytime. And what we don't sell, we will donate to either Fur Love or the Shadow Box here in town. So it's going to work out real well. Last year, it was our first endeavor. It went pretty well, all things considered. We'll do better this year, and we hope that the weather cooperates. So sometime in early October.
Okay, so early October. I mean, it sounds like you folks have orchestrated things really well with the rummage sale, with the golf outing, and then with the museum as a whole. In the last minute here, do you folks have any sort of online presence for the museum? We have a Facebook page, and my daughter actually operates that for us, and she's been very good. And that's another thing. Thanks to her, she's just done a wonderful job. The thing that I would like to also mention is we've had a lot of good help from volunteers and the people who have been very generous to us. We really appreciate their support over the years. No, that's great, and it's been great to hear about all of the events and all the things going on, all the traffic that you folks have gotten in the museum, which I know makes a big difference.
Yes, it does.
Chuck Martin, April Wolfe, thank you both for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Reed.
And thank you for listening here on the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. We'll be back in 10 minutes with another conversation.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville.
96.1 FM Taylorville.
107.5 FM Shelbyville.
107.9 FM